Shemai, my miniature ukulele rack. I've explained how I did it before, but I did promise that if I ever made another one, I would show you guys. So, here's the miniature size one. Hang on. Here's the big size one. You can see it is a lot bigger. Alright, so I'm going to have a go of putting one of these together and actually altering it so it will fit ukuleles much better. Right, I've been given instructions. Hubby is on standby if things go completely wrong. So, first off, so that's the front bit, and I've got one more screw to put on here. So this bit actually comes with the rubber ready installed, alright? So that's the first section done. Next section is going to sit there originally, but this is where it would be too big for ukuleles. And of course these at the minute are the full height, alright, but I just want to show you what it would look like for a normal guitar rack. So really roughly at the minute, as you can see it's all a bit wobbly. This is the proper size of it, okay? So all I'm going to do very quickly is go and grab a couple of ukes, and you can see there straight away, alright, it's not even coming close to reaching, and it's falling straight through the bottom, alright? So this has to be made a lot smaller to fit these. Right, so I've removed the actual rack from the top. The first job I've got to do is to shorten this upright. I'm using my previous one just as a guide because I did all the measurements last time. So I'm going to have to mark this along here and on the other side, measuring down and cut these down. Just to give me a really rough idea. Okay, I looked for adult supervision. I couldn't find any, so hubby is on standby. See, it's like all good TV programs. You get the glory, then you get somebody else to come along and do the actual hard work. Well, hey! Okay, so that's the upright cut down. It's roughly 40 centimetres in height. Now I've taken off about 27 centimetres, so now we've got short uprights ready. A couple more little jobs before they can go back on the actual rack, but we're looking good. So my next job is just to tidy these up a little bit. It's alright, I'm not being dull and going like that with my fingers. Ooh, ice cream van. Yeah, I've got 4 of them. This time round I actually bought 2 of the racks. They're on Amazon, £27. I'll pop the details in the description below, but they've been out of stock for ages and ages. I'm not sure if it's problems getting things into the country. Anyway, I saw them, I thought, right, well, I'm going to buy 2, hence why I've got 4 uprights, because I'm making 2 racks. So there we are, 4 uprights done, ready for the next bit. Make a mental note when filming outside, helicopters go across the top. The ice cream van has only just stopped. And now I think there's a wood pigeon cooing somewhere. Woohoo! Right, so the next stage, we've got to attach this on to here. But, let me come a bit closer. This is a bit we've just taken off, and can you see that there's actually a hole for a captive bolt? So I've been informed, on the top there, but now we've just got a plain emptiness. So what we've got to do, and we learnt this doing it last time, is we're going to pop a bit of wood inside here. Alright, so a wood screw can then go into the top and hold it, and we've actually got to drill another little drill just in the side here once the wood is in, so that this will all fit nicely together. Alright, these bits of wood, they're kindling wood for fires. Alright, so nice, cheap and cheerful. I'm not sort of wrecking any bits of furniture to fit this in here. And again, the labour comes in handy. So before I do the last little bit of drilling, I need to measure the gap. The original smaller one, we did a lot of faffing last time. It was trial and error to see where the best place was that fitted. I'm just going to use that as a guide for this one, and then I just need to measure, mark a couple of little bits where I'm going to drill new holes, and then we can get those done. Right, so we got 4 bits of wood in the uprights. Next little job now is, because obviously the bit I've cut off had holes ready drilled, we've just got to drill 1 more hole in each of these for the bolt to be able to go through and to hold on the actual top of the rack. So I've got my pencil, I've got to stand this here. Now then, this strutty out bit, sticky out bit, has to go this way. Alright, it should not go that way, because that means I'm going to be drilling holes in the wrong bit and it won't all fit together nice. So 1, 2, measure twice, cut once. So there we are, that's 4 of these marked, now ready to drill straight through, because it's going to have to go in through one side, out through the other, and it also holds a bit of wood in nicely. So I've measured these precisely, they've been checked. Just in case you need to know, 17.5 centimetres, 170 mil, okay, from the end to where I'm going to put this, and I know that will fit all my ukes. pedwar. So that's 4 now, ready for drilling. One done. So I've got a centre punch. I'm just gonna do a little indent before I start to drill. Then I'm gonna get the drill. So I need to know what size drill bit. I've just gone and got one of the bolts and I've checked, it is 5.5. Alright, just pop it in there and you can tell then which drill bit to use. Good, isn't it? If you're coming to help, I would stay well away at this point. So you can see I've gone straight the way through the wood, both sides, so I can put the bolt in. So I'm almost back to where I was at the beginning, except for everything is now cut down to size and all the holes have been drilled, so it's just a case of putting everything together. There is a reason I'm not on the floor doing this. I've got a bad knee, and if I get down on the floor, I'll never get up. Great, even the seagulls are laughing at me now. And then this is the other bar, which is also going to sit on top. Now obviously I've got 2 holes. I've got the original hole and the new hole. So the new holes, just to check, were drilled 17.5 centimetres from the front here, and I know that now all my ukes will sit in it nice and safely. Right, so I'm happy everything is nice and tight before I do this top bit. One of the reasons why we chose this particular guitar stand, some of them have where this bottom foot, I'll call it, sits, they have these bits welded on around the actual drill hole, and we just thought it's a lot easier if they're not there. And this particular model display 4 tops, I will check though, they don't have that, and they don't have those sort of the screws at the top, the big sort of hand ones as well. And of course, don't forget we've got to put wood in here, which I'll finish off in a minute. Well, I'll start to take shape now. So this is on securely. Last little job is I've got to put the screw through the top. Now remember, that sort of cap bit that was on the original is gone, and this is why that bit of wood in there is really handy for holding on nice and securely. Wood screws, okay? Obviously the bolts that I should be using wouldn't do this because it wouldn't go into the wood that's in this upright bit. Yeah, I'm happy with that. last little job, let's see if ukuleles fit on there. Tenor, yes. Concert. Bass. And even a little soprano. Not much shouting, hardly any swearing. I think that was probably because there was a camera around. So we've managed to go from a big guitar rack to a tiny ukulele rack. All I've got left to do now is put the other one together and I can move them upstairs to the uke room. So it hasn't actually taken that long. Basically miniaturizing it down, a couple of new holes in the bottom to make it narrower for the ukes to sit on, cutting these bits down so that it actually fits them. So yeah, I'm happy with that, and trying to get hold of ukulele stands at the minute are an absolute nightmare. I've had to wait for these to reappear, but yeah, 27 quid. And I actually know, even though this is a 7 rack, it will fit 8 ukuleles. Definitely time for a cup of tea, but I'm very happy with that. I've got spaces now. Does that mean I can get more ukes? As always though, if you've got a comment or a question, please feel free, leave it below. Give us a like if you've enjoyed. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos. Thank you for watching.